Hey, we are all in that new year, new you frame of mind. And Dr. Emami, you know, the days on the calendar, the clock just keeps ticking. I want to reverse it, but nobody's figured out how to do that. You said, though, you can make us all feel like we're reversing the clock.
Absolutely.
What do we need to pay attention to? Because I immediately think of, you know, like saggy skin, but it's so much more than that when it comes to aging.
It absolutely is so much more than that. First of all, we want to start with our diet. Make sure we're getting enough nutrition and vitamins and blood flow to our skin, which is our largest organ, and we want it to be beautiful and healthy. And skin integrity is #1 on that.
So if somebody were to come visit you in La Jolla at RAMD Aesthetic and Regenerative Medicine, and you sit down and do your 60-minute consultation, what are you talking to them? Because you're not sitting there talking about diet the whole time. It does go much further than that.
It does. And I would say what women complain about most is skin laxity, or the looseness of the skin, especially in the lower face and around the eyes. But many women just are not interested in having surgery anymore. And when you think about it, surgery removes the skin, but it really doesn't do anything for the health of the skin. So if we really want to look our best, we have to address the health of the skin first.
So you are really all about helping people improve their bodies from the inside out. It's not just coming in and going under the knife. There are so many non-surgical options out there. So what are some of the most popular or most effective?
Well, I like to address what causes aging. So when we age, it's not just that loose skin that we visibly see, but we also have bone loss as well as deep fat loss, and that deep fat is what helps hold up our face and make our body look nice and smooth. And then it's also a thinning of the skin. So when I'm doing any procedure on a patient, I want to address all of those issues in order to get the best result.
So when it comes to getting the best result, what are some of the non-surgical techniques that we can choose from?
Well, my favorite combination is radiofrequency microneedling. Why? Because it really shrink wraps the skin, increases the health and the thickness of the skin, and also kind of airbrushes the surface where we have those fine lines and wrinkles. And then after I do that, I like to go back and put volume back where we've lost it in an amazing technique called the Y lift, which is we go deep onto the bone structure and we lift that face up. And it's really incredible. We can take about 10 to 15 years off with those two procedures alone.
And when it comes to the non-surgical options, is this really the time of year to consider doing them?
Absolutely. It's always the best place to start, because if we're doing radiofrequency microneedling or Morpheus 8 in my office, you want to give yourself a little bit of downtime when you're not in direct sunlight. So the winter is the best time for that. The Y lift can be done any time of year.
Are there other things that we should be doing to make sure we're taking care of our skin to prevent the aging process?
Absolutely. Well, we talked about getting nutrition, but also you need to give nutrition to the skin through great skincare. So we talked about in the past my core 4 and my little tricks for what needs to be in the skincare that we use. And really, I would say that is the bottom layer of our cake. If we were making a cake, we would want to make that nice strong bottom layer, and skincare is always a part of that.
Okay, now you did mention too recovery time. You said you could get somebody in tip-top shape within a week sometimes. So if you at home are saying, Ashley, you didn't ask the most important question, which is how do I get an appointment? It's so easy to do. You can call the number on your screen, visit her online, or check out her office location in La Jolla.